Hey everyone, Vanessa here with Visalia Talks, your local talk show that brings you all the latest happenings on what's going on right here in your community. Whoop. Today I have with us Noah from the Perfect Party Planners. Noah, how are you?
Doing fantastic. How about you guys?
I'm good, thank you so much. I am so excited to have you guys in here and see what you're going to do. You guys brought some cool things here. What is it that you guys do? What is the Perfect Party Planners?
So me and my wife started this just before our daughter was born, the Perfect Party Planners. We do party planning, catering, performing, and performing is kind of our main aspect for our business, which we do fire performing, sword swallowing, stilt walking, magic, and a little bit of juggling.
I love it. How do you even get into doing that? How do you discover, you know what? Let me go. What are you throwing fireballs all over? And then, you know what? Let's make a business out of this.
Well, ironically, we have a very interesting story. Me and Sammy's families have been entangled for quite a while, but we didn't know each other till roughly about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I've been doing magic since I was about 5 years old, and so been doing magic for a long time. My wife, on the other hand, Sammy, she's been doing swords and fire since about 2017.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell them, love?
Yes.
Your story? So she actually started doing fire and sword because of the fact of her ex had cheated on her. And
hey, there's a good outlet.
Right? She's like, I'm going to go do cool things. And
bring me a sword. And you know what? Give me some fire too.
Yeah, so she had a couple friends that had done those types of things. So she went and learned that. And then afterwards, I started learning fire to go ahead and combine our acts together when we first got together and started dating. And then after that, for a while, we were going ahead and she was practicing a new sword move with the sword swallowing teacher that she has. And he was like, hey, you're next. I was like, sure, why not? And it was her birthday. So we learned it for her birthday.
Are these swords you swallow?
Yes, they are.
No!
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what a treat. Okay, so first off, talk about like a perfect match. Like, hey, I do magic. Hey, I swallow swords. Let's get together and make a freaking super baby. She's gonna be like the Incredibles.
We've been calling her our future little performer since before she was born. We're already excited about it. If you follow us on our social media, then you'll actually see a couple of her holding a little mini sword that we have, and she's trying to chew on the wrong end. So, I mean, she's getting there.
She's learning. She's getting the concept.
Exactly.
What is your social media?
So our social media is the Perfect Party Planners 2023. That's on Facebook and Instagram. We did have TikTok, but we're no longer really utilizing that anymore.
Yeah, that's okay. So get a hold of them. So you said party planning.
Yes.
As well as the performing.
Not only that, as well as catering too. So
with the food.
Yes. So after the military, I went to culinary school and I became a chef. I've helped run a couple different restaurants here on Main Street in Visalia.
Okay.
Lake Bottom Brewery, as well as Bistro de Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then I also ran a place in Porterville called Stony Creek Barbecue. And for a little while, I even had my own restaurant that I was running.
Nice.
Due to mental health and everything like that, ended up going ahead and bringing it back and just sticking more with the catering.
Yeah, the things that make you happy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So what kind of food are you offering in your catering business?
So the biggest thing that we like to do is we like to work within people's budgets and their taste buds as well as everything else. My specialty, I'd have to say, would probably be Italian and French.
Ooh, French. Ooh la la. I've never had French food before.
Yeah, a lot of people surprisingly haven't, believe it or not. But the thing I like to do is give me a challenge. Being prior Marine Corps myself, I like a challenge. Go ahead and tell me what parameters I need to go ahead and fall within. And that's what I like to deliver.
Yeah, let me make it happen.
So I think one of my favorite dishes combined 4 different countries, like techniques and ideas. It was Italian, Cajun, Tunisia, and Mexico,
Wow.
all into one dish.
Oh, I bet that was full of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I bet. Okay, so that's cool. So it's like a one-stop shop with you guys.
That's kind of what we call ourselves.
Yeah.
Is it's the one-stop shop for all your party needs. If we don't cover it ourselves, then we know someone who does.
Yeah.
Right? So even if like you wanted a bunch more performers, because yes, me and my wife, we do a lot of the performing stuff. If everything that I listed earlier is all done by us, like we are the only ones in our business right now.
Yeah.
So the thing is we know other performers from outside of the area, from inside the area. And not only that, as well as I've got friends of mine who are chefs, other people who go ahead and help out with our party planning. We like to try and bring in the community as well, because at the end of the day, everybody needs a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you guys have a treat for us today, a little preview.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a preview for you guys, just of some magic, some sword swallowing, obviously, and a little bit of fire. Yeah. If you guys are interested.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Is there anything else you want to say to the community before we get get going here on the...
Yeah, so first thing I want to say is, as a veteran, I've been helped out quite a bit by the VA group out here. So Sierra Post 785, American Legion, all of those guys. If you guys ever see any of their stuff on social media, please go ahead and follow them, be a part of what they do. They are hugely important in my life, in my family's life, and otherwise, go ahead and just hope to see you there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, like and follow and share all of their stuff, help their algorithms, because it's important for our service members. They come back here and you guys take such good care of us, that we need to give that back to help. Absolutely. And help you guys as well. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna take a tiny little cut, and then we're gonna be right back for a special treat.
You got it.
Can't wait.
So this here is my lovely wife, Sammy, and we are the perfect party planners. So we're going to start off with something that's a little bit more difficult to do indoors, so that way you guys can see it. Here, go ahead and touch your hand to mine. There we go. Now, I believe that it's time for the real show to get started. What do you think? Tricks. Now, this is an older trick known as the Chinese linking rings. Can you guess why it's called the Chinese linking rings? Because you take two large metal rings and you make them link. I know, it looks a little bit weird, but here, you can actually see that they're never actually linked. It just looks really good. Here, we'll do it super slow. See if you guys can catch the moment it happens. I know, it's really weird. Watch. But you know what? I'm not a huge fan of this trick because it's such an older trick. So what I like to do instead is take my ring, do that.
What?
Go ahead and make sure that really is on there.
What? Wait. What?
Now we're going to take it a step further. My love, do you have your ring?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, the whole idea of weddings and everything is multiple families and multiple people becoming one. These big circles represents the families. This one represents me. This one represents my wife. And this one represents our daughter. The link that links us all together. So, what we're going to try and do is all at one time get all of these rings to link. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, let's see if we can do this. This. Just like that. It should have worked.
Oh, dude.
What?
Completely linked.
What?
There's the first one. The second one's a bit more difficult, but you can get it to pass straight through. The other one.
What?
My love. The last one. Passes straight through again. And this is the most difficult one because it goes 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. What? Did I just end up on his ring finger? I love it.
Now, for the moment I think you've all been waiting for, something a little bit more dangerous and a little more exciting. Sword swallow.
Oh.
You want me to hold her while we do that? Because I can do that.
Sure.
Lily, come here, honey. Come on, come here. Come here. Oh, you got a little flecky. All right. And this is Liliana, our future little performer. She's already trying to sword swallow, so that's why she gets to hang out with us while we do it. Now, before we go ahead and start, one thing I'd like to know and have happen, would you mind coming up and helping us out real quick? These are real. Do not try this at home. This is not a magic trick. This is an actual skill that we have learned. These are extremely dangerous. She has a 17-inch blade. I have a 24-inch blade. These go all the way down to the bottoms of our stomach. They shift our heart to the side, as well as, if you go ahead and watch carefully, you might even be able to see the throat expand as we swallow them. Now, can you confirm that that is not going to fold, retract, or do anything in that sort of fashion? Could you do the same for hers?
Heavy. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't retract or anything.
See, she's already trying, guys. She knows what's happening. All right, Dada needs this.
Is that everything?
Yes, that's everything. Now, let's do it, love.
Oh. Ah!
It's okay, baby.
Oh.
And